What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to New Live #lit. I might be changing the name soon. Uh, I might. I'm not sure if I'll do that. But besides that, $1.8 million, damn near $2 million, was stolen off an armored truck in Philly. Okay, we got that. We understand that's what happened. Uh, the, the thing is why and how. We know why too. We know why is people need money, and when people like of a brown skin, this could be Puerto Ricans, Indians, or I ain't gonna say Indians, blacks, you know, Dominicans, go try to get a job. They offer minimum wage in Philly is about like technically it's $7.25 or $7.75, something like that, right? So when Corona hit, no one's working for that. So now they forced to pay like at least $14, $15 an hour, or no one's working. So that's what they offer now, 15, 16. So 15, $16 an hour, minus your rent, minus your car insurance, your car note, your electric, your gas, your cable, your phone bill. What you got left? Kids, Dad, I need shoes. Mom, I need shoes. Well, it's a roof over your head. The lights can't be put on their feet. So what people do is either you hit the streets or you go to drastic measures. My thing is, of course, doing things like that is wrong. But my thing is, if y'all want crime, if the government want crime to slack down, raise minimum wage. Give everybody at least 20. See what I'm saying? $20 an hour is enough. They didn't even raise minimum wage and fully pay the $8 yet. They just pay 15. But by law, it's $7.75. Pay people more money. Pay them $20 an hour. You don't want people busting your windows out, going to your jewelry store, taking all your chains and your diamonds and stuff. Raise minimum wage. Because if you don't raise minimum wage and people can't eat and can't survive, they gotta work 2 jobs, then they lose their family, they lose their wife because they're never home. They're gonna take the easy. Anybody in their right mind, it's easy now. Young people feel like the cops ain't gonna really do nothing. You know, only time the cops are gonna respond is if you bother one of theirs. I mean, if something happened to one of them. But they don't really care. They laugh at you. You call the cops and you tell them somebody broke your house or your wife, punched you in your mouth, and you feel like you're gonna put your hands on her. They laugh at you. The cops are regular street people just in uniform now. Some of them, they just got a uniform and a badge and gun. It's not a big deal to them. They go home and laugh about you to their family. So when you call on the law, who you really calling? You calling the streets. Because your business is all over at their dinner table. I looked at the news. I never watched the news. I looked at the news. I see people smashing glass out of windows and doors, coming in there just not even on a time limit, not 30 seconds flat, you out. They just come in and taking the time. Take the stuff, put it in the bag. See, when Philly started looting over George Floyd, we saw the cops stand there and form a line and made sure their precinct was fine. They didn't care what we was doing. Not we, you know what I mean? Us as people that was out there doing it or felt like we should do something for unemployed. That was the only way we can get their attention. And then once we saw that, right? We saw that the cops was they want to protect their precinct. They didn't care what happened. Oh, they insured. Those stores insured. Now some stores that wasn't doing no money, yeah, that was a come up for them. But the other stores that's insured, what's the point? If I had a business on that avenue, on Woodland Avenue somewhere, I wouldn't want somebody breaking in my store because it's insured. Yeah, it's guaranteed money, but you still gotta wait. But we saw the police officers form a line. Don't come to our district. Don't cross this line. I don't care what y'all do. Don't cross the line. And it's been like 80 cents. The respect for the law been going. Flash mob, all that stuff so happening. Now people just like doing whatever. Running up on them, pulling them up. Hey, look, hey, you, this is just a job, homie. Let that bag go. It's just a job. You want to go home to your family, right? Yeah, there's no respect out here for the law, nothing. And I'm not encouraging violence. I'm just telling you what I see. I don't see respect for the law. I don't see the law respecting us. You know, because they can do anything they want. You got to remember, just because they're letting us do things, if they decide they want to do something else, they can cover it right up. Oh, we don't know what happened to Mr. Franklin. You know, we had him in custody. He got loose, and we haven't seen him since. You know what happened to Franklin? Or they could, like Charleston might say, they could citizen 302 you, commit you. Some of your neighbor could do that. Now, if the cops, I got a bad mouth. I talk crazy trash to the cops, to the law, when I be intoxicated. When I was broke and out there wasted, I'm calling them all types of things. And they arrest me for drunken publicness, right? For being drunk in the public. And while I'm in a holding zone, a holding cell, I'm telling them what I do to your wife, your kid, your daughter. I'm mad because they're holding me. And I know in the back of my mind, only thing y'all can really do for public drunkenness is hold me for 24 hours. Sleep it off. Now, what if it was one of those cops that don't care or they don't like what I said because I said something about their daughter or their kid? Oh, they could hurt me and say I resisted. I got there and I tried to put my hands on them. And, once they unhandcuff you, they can say you did anything. But I don't see no respect for the law. And they don't respect us. There is some good cops. My cousin Whitney, she's a good cop. My cousin Doris was a good cop. There's some good cops out here, but like out of 20 cops, are you really going to chance that one or two cops that's good out of the other 18? How would you know? So this is why the armored truck got hit. People are starving. They're going to the job, saying, yo, let me get a job. Can you hire me? I want to feed my family. Oh, we ain't hire you. You overqualified. Okay, I'm overqualified for the job, huh? Okay. All right. I can't drive your truck, your armored truck? Okay. I just take it from you. They're not risking their life over a truck. They don't care. That money is insured anyway. I'm not encouraging this. I'm just telling you how the streets see things. You won't hire none of us of color, or it's not even about the color no more. It's white people. It's going through the same thing. They won't get hired because they got tats on their face, or they don't look the part, so they don't hire the white guy either. It's just in certain jobs. I'm assuming. Feel like you gotta look like them. Like even if it's all black company, and then if a black person go there and want to get hired, and you talking a little bit different than them in that interview, you're like, no, he's too street. So what do you do? What happens when you don't get hired? You can't find work, and nobody will give you a chance. You just say, forget it. That's how the world is now. Nobody cares. This is supposed to happen. I'm not saying a truck's supposed to get robbed, but it's chaos. What's up, everybody in the chat? If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I just had to let that out because I'm tired of people running around. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh, how did that happen? You know how it's happening. Raise minimum wage, and there won't be so many people out here that's stuck and can't buy their baby diapers and can't feed themselves, running in your stores and taking the money going to the ATMs or whatever that truck was delivering for. We already know it was 1.8 or somewhere near $2 million, but whatever it was for. And from my understanding, it's a man in the back. It's a man. So it's almost impossible to rob this truck unless you catch him coming out, going towards. Like I seen it on the news again. The boy was great going to Jordan. He got ran up on. Unless you catch him coming out and the boy that's in the truck, he's armed up. Somebody got the drop on him. But like just to run up in the truck, I don't know how it was how it was done, but it just don't make a lot of sense. Could have been an inside job. Yeah, I said it. I don't know. And if it wasn't, I'm sorry, but it don't sound right to me. You just could pick an armored truck with all that money in it and hit it. No resistance, no shots fired. I ain't hearing nothing like that. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. This channel, we don't edit. You will hear me stutter. You'll hear me say something backwards. I might correct myself, I might not. That's why it's called live. When I do interviews, every other interview or most of them will be live. You don't catch it, you're going to have to go back and look at it. It won't be, because when I do a video and when I pre-record, even though you get more money for that, I don't get paid. But when I pre-record, I get about 9 views. I go live, I get about 150. I'm a small little guy. I'm about to be big. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming to the big YouTube giants. I just want a little bit of space. Make room. My audience ain't gonna be your audience anyway, because I'm different. I would not do a sit-down video live until my audience is big enough, until I can at least get 1,000 views, 500 views. I'm not doing it. I'm only getting making a video, sit down, record it, pre-record it, and get 9 views. I'm probably going to have to pay this person. That's doing the interview with me. So who's in the live? Ussy? What's up, Ussy? What did I say? Marcy? I can't see. Let me see. I gotta stop. I think that's it. I can't see that. Good day. Let me see. Nay? Just gonna call you May. What's up, May? So subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. I mean, I know a lot of people ain't gonna like what I just said, but it is what it is right now. That's my thoughts and my opinion on what happened with the armored truck and the jewelry break-in. And it's way more stuff going on. That's not going to be the only time something like that happened. This is nothing new. This has been happening since the looting time over George Floyd. It's insured, right? That's what the bank tell us. Your money insured to a certain amount, right? So don't put a penny over that's not insured. So the bank somebody take the bank, your money's safe. So you really think these people in armored cars or trucks or in these businesses really care? Only thing is at stake is their life. That's the part that's touchy. Yeah, you might have to do it for your family or whatever, but you're still threatening somebody else's family life. And there's some men that won't even get up and even try to work. They just rather take it from you. So you gotta walk around, you gotta be very alert. Just because you got a business don't mean, just because you don't have a business don't mean that you can't fall victim. There's people that fall victim every day that want to walk around with their nice chain on. Somebody see that as food, that's a whole week's dinner. I wear my chain whenever I want, where I want, and I don't tuck it. But I haven't wore a chain in about 2 years. because I know it's food. If I'm starving, I'm hungry, right? My kid's hungry. If I had little kids, and I see you with that nice chain on it, okay, I don't care if it's silver, whatever it is. That's about $200 around your neck. By the time I take it to the pawn shop, it's about buck 25. Yeah. Why not? I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying this is how the hungry person, even the hungry, it don't have to be a dude. It could be a hungry girl. You think they ain't hungry? You think they ain't in the streets? You think they want to go out there and sell themselves or do whatever they got to do to get some money? No. Before they lose their dignity, they had to take your chain or take your valuable Jordans, whatever you got. That's what the world is now. So stop being so surprised at the inevitable. Thanks for being here. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to y'all next time.